Hello and welcome everybody back to the Heroes Launch main channel. Here we have a Division 2 game. Oh, the score is wrong, I'm sorry. Here we go. We've got a Division 2 game on our hands now between Don or Fedoras, which is so far undefeated this season. And on the other side we see CybeerSportsmans, sorry. Which also don't look too bad so far. Currently on the 8th place. And Don or Fedoras on the 4th. So we can have a short look on the map draft. As we see here, the map bans from the team in red. CybeerSportsmans is Tomb of the Spider Queen and Towers of Doom. And the team in blue, Don or Fedoras, banned out Sky Temple and Garden of Terror. Shortly have to swap the teams as well. We go. Okay, good. Now we are good. Go. Let's go into game number 1. This best of 3 series. Battlefield of Eternity. It is picked by CybeerSportsmans, so Don or Fedoras have the first pick. Left side we see Don or Fedoras. Very well known team in launch. You have to say, Ruini, Fred Bucket, Sardonic. A lot of people know them. Arunas, also called Hapture in Discord, and Automati the sub for them today. I mean, looking at their statistics so far, there's nothing you can say about the winner because they won every map so far. Most played hero is the Uther though, with 7 games and 1 banned against them, so with 100% participation in the drafts. And the second most played hero from their side is the Junkrat, with 2 bans against them. He was ignored in 1 map for was not included, or maybe played against them. That's one thing I don't see here in the stats. On the other side, we see CybeerSportsmans. Sportsmans, yeah. Played so far 4 times EDC and Kalphas. 2 mixed results. And then next tank they played is Merlin. Quite interesting. In the other hand, if we look at our draft so far, we see Vala and Grayman removed from it. Pretty standard bans for Battlefield of Eternity, removing the race on both sides. So no one is able to get one of those 2 strong race heroes. Next ban from Don or Fedoras is the Johanna. Removing one of the strongest tanks in if not the strongest tank, most picked tank so far. Which is quite understandable. Yeah. Artanis is the next ban from CybeerSportsman. A hero I personally don't like. Let's call it this way. But still a good race. And talking about race, we see Chromie as the first pick for Don or Fedoras. She's having a very good race. So Chromie is one of the stronger mages on this map. Like I would call Chromie and Li Ming being the strongest mages on this map. Just due to they can raise as mage. They can still take 1 auto attacker. Aura is the first pick from CybeerSportsman. Will they pair it? Usually we see Vala there, but she's banned, so they go for the Li Ming, going for a second mage who can raise very well on this map here. I mean, a Jaina or a Kalphas can also be played on this map. They don't give you anything for the race, so that's the thing. If you win a big team fight and you have all the time you have for racing, but you want to have it done fast, Chromie and Ming are the best ones to do so. Now we're gonna see pick from Don or Fedoras, which they played the most. The two most picked heroes of them. Uther and Junkrat. Is that a soul in Uther? Someone knows that? In looking into it, it seems so. We're gonna see, as we see, the next band from CybeerSportsmans will be the ETC. Next band coming out from Don or Fedoras. That's a Deathwing, yeah. Well, everyone ignored him so far. Now they were like, oh wait, Deathwing is still up. Let's maybe remove him. Especially with Junkrat and Chromie as your damage healers, you don't have any tool against Deathwing. You kind of don't want to see him. And now on the other side, it's Garrosh and Thrall are the pickups. Battlefield of Eternity is not a macro map, so you can put the Uther into the soul lane. He's here for the team fight. You have Junkrat in your team with the wave clear, so probably. No, okay, no, it's an Uther main heal. We're gonna see Murden as the main tank for Don our Fedoras. Durell in the soul lane. Now the last pick from CybeerSportsman will be the flex pick, as you can put it, when it can also be the soul laner, then you can put Thrall into the 4-man, and it would be a pretty disgusting 4-man actually. No, they go for the Tychus instead to just follow up for the Garrosh throw. Garrosh throws one thing in, gets the stun, and Tychus is like, oh yeah baby, I gonna let my minigun go through it. Frog. The mango. Same again as in the last. Last years I forgot to set up the bettings. Exclamation mark bet A if you think Don our Fedoras will win this series with their Chromie Junkrat draft and Uther main heal. Exclamation mark bet B if you think CybeerSportsman have the advantage with their high damage comp. And the aura with Resurrect, possibly. Ming resets can also carry them through the game. Looking so far at the draft, we see a very strong combo coming out from both teams. One of Fedoras having mainly Chromie for the race, and Junkrat for some poking around the objective and their opponents. On the other side, we just see Garrosh throw into the damage from their team to get a reset for Li Ming, so Li Ming can keep on carrying the team fight. This is the first map of this best of 3 series, Battlefield of Eternity, and we're gonna start on the right side with CybeerSportsman. We've got Einskewed on Tychus, Jockey playing the Garrosh, Spawn on Thrall, Joni Terra on the Aura, and last but not least we've got General Cap on Li Ming. And to the left side we've got Don of Fedoras, we've got Bread Bucket playing the Urel. In the 4-man we've got Sardonic on the heal on the Uther, main heal Uther. Some of you don't see that often. Then we see Ruini on Junkrat, Vazemasti on Murden, and last but not least it's Arunas playing the Chromie. Betting on yourself. After betting 2,000 points. Level 1 so far, Junkrat opting into a trap build with blow them up, or leave damage increase from the traps, increase movement speed, or longer wound timers. Throw against Murden taking some damage, but he's able to jump out because there's no other follow-up coming in from the side of CybeerSportsman onto the throw. no one else. We see Dauntless coming in from URL, so having this physical armor against Thrall in his own lane is kind of helpful, as he's one of the heroes which deal a lot of damage with their auto attacks. And we see the Uther going for the Q talent, Silver Touch on low one so far. Merlin saying that he needs more sustain. He goes for third win. Even walk off from Li Ming. We also saw that earlier today already on the Division 1 game. Finds Kitty dashing in. There's the mine. Walking around it to not get hit by it. Throw against Merlin, but Merlin jumps out again. That's really, I think, the problem so far in CybeerSportsman graph down here in the format. He can throw Merlin as often as he wants, but there's not so much TC follow-up. Throw against Chromie, but she stays alive, and Tychus is in a bad spot, and he gets punished for it. He goes down as the first blood in this game number 1 of this best of 3 series. We already got Chromie's next turn, then we've got time troubles. So the armor reduce or more armor for her teammates. Already see the side walls opened here. And a lot of poke coming. Merlin gets thrown in. Even takes a hit from the fort, but he's still able to just jump out. Now wait a few seconds, then his third wind kicks in. And look at itself, it's back to full again soon. Chromie meanwhile nearly getting engaged here by Garrosh. The time rip gave her some time. Haha. But Merlin was here in time to help her. You know, we see level 4s being hit by both teams. And of freedom from Mirel for the bonus movement speed. Holy shock from the Uther, of course. The bigger they are coming in from Tychus, so making sure he can burst this Merlin even faster. They don't need more CC as follow-up onto the throw. Or of course going for the quest, but so does Thrall with the Frostwolf pack. Using the mana cost and cooldown. Garsh going in, but hitting a minion with the throw. And Merlin takes over his bush. Stormwall into his face, and now Merlin should be fine here. Oh, there's Thrall left the game. See if someone unpauses. Someone pauses. Nope, there he's back. There he is. Standard talents, yeah, and Junkrat goes for Chattering Teeth. So the traps will slowly chase nearby enemy heroes. They're going to interrupt here on the race, as Irel helps out the Chromie to be safe. We also see so far Triumvirate from Li Ming, so he goes for a bit more of extra poke. Rather than Dominant, which is very strong for the resets, or the Q talent. I don't even know that name, sadly. For the bonus Immortal race. Now we see the first half already been done mainly by Chromie up there in the top. Just throw against Merlin, but he can just jump out it now. Oh, the mine against Tychus. Tychus taking a lot of damage there. Oh, Iran misses the jump. Would have been it. Yeah, now the knock in for Garrosh. There's the Indomitable used. Merlin wants to get out a bit, and then Red Pocket gets thrown in though. He's dropping low, but he's just fine with a nice knockback. Now Tychus coming in, taking some damage. Who will be the first one to fall? It's Garrosh! He gets hit by the Chromie up there. And now Tychus is on the run. Get out. Oh, just the root. And also the physical armor for Urel. So Thrall goes down and loses his stacks too for Sarah here in favor for Dawn, our Fedoras. In the meantime, we've got the Ming racing against Strike. Now Chromie comes in and should be able to do with the rest of the race. Level 7 now hit by Dawn, our Fedoras. See Divine Seed, so even more mobility for Urel. It's quite strong. Rotation from Thrall. There's the stun, but there's the throw in the meantime onto the Junkrat. Junkrat taking some damage if he gets by the Aura. There's the time loop. Also gives cooldown resets. Dash from Tychus saves him there. Get hit by the Chromie W. Oh, there's the knock-in for Garrosh. There's the time trip. Garrosh Only down to 15 armor there. It takes a lot of damage, and so does Aurel, and Merlin is able to go in and finish them off with a clap. This is the first fort going down with the blue team with Don Fedoras pushing in the top with this Immortal and those 2 kills. Immortal going on. Archer is not here, so you don't want to stay for too long. I mean, they opened the sidewall so everyone can escape. Not only the Merlin who jumps out. It was into the fray used. Yes, so it was into the fray onto Tychus, so he gets in to be able to do some damage. But we see level 10s coming in for Don our Fedoras. See the Avatar, Divine Shield, Ardent Defender, Temporal Loop, and the Riptire, who dares to gank onto Bread Bucket. Will he be able to escape their stand of freedom? There's also Temporal Loop, and there's the Mount, and goodbye, Hero. She is using bold in Heroes of the Storm. As a root onto Chrome taking a lot of damage. There's also Ancestral Wrath used from Thrall, and she goes down. But now we've got the team fight coming in. Oh, Tychus taking a lot of damage against Urel. Also, on the other side, we see some stuns against Garrosh. Tychus going down. Garrosh dropping very low. There's a heal from Aurel. Will he stay alive? Looks up at Bread Bucket with the sneak around. Will he get him? Nice knock up from Garrosh there. He even turns around and goes for her. Okay, no. Okay. Hepta's Mana Bar gives me anxiety. Oof. The game looks a bit slow in Spectator, but it mainly looks slower, probably the movement speed, because I'm zoomed out further, which makes the movement totally the same, but in comparison to the screen length, less. Like, I'm zoomed out further. This is normal zoom, and this is the zoom I use for streaming, for casting. Now we've got level 10 in for both teams, for CybeerSportsmans as well. They get knocked off the point, except for Garrosh. Garrosh not on it, but he gets timed up. The Elephant and Tychus is the first one to fall. Now Garrosh dropping very low as well, but in return, Merlin falls first. That's the reset. Camp is not taken by the team in blue on Fedoras, and Garrosh goes down to the Riptire. He falls, Ming very low here in the back. Tychus taking. Oh, there's a nice mine, and he gets knocked in and he falls as well. 3 kills for 1 in favor of Don our Fedoras. On the side of CybeerSportsmans, we saw coming in the Odin Resurrect, Sundering, lots challenge, and the Wave of Force. Merlin on level 7, we see of course Calamity, the best talent there. Now we also got level 13 in for Don our Fedoras, and Manga calls it win camp, win game. We're gonna see if they're gonna go ahead and win the game. It looks a lot in their favor, especially this Immortal, which has nearly full shield. Okay, it has full shield. Their opponents are too late to do something against it. And it just goes for a keep. Already goes for the keep. Has a nice stun against Garrosh. That's in the middle, but it's not enough. Chromie providing enough damage to kill the Garrosh there. And this is a very bad spot for CybeerSportsman. Fedoras will at least take the keep here. There's no... I think they could change a nice mine onto the Tychus. He gets knocked in, but nice thundering to zone off, and now Frost in a bad spot, and he falls as well. 2 kills again for Don Fedoras. Garrosh is already back. CybeerSportsman is on level 11, so they will have short respawn time as compared towards their opponent. But it's at least they keep going down in it. This could even be game if they get a kill. Throw onto Urel. She's jumping onto Leaning. There's a Divine Shield. The taunt is on Urel, but now there's the ultimate coming in from her, the Hardened Defender. Meanwhile, we see a lot of damage against Chromie, but she's gonna be able to stay alive. Red Bucket jumping in. Tychus taking a lot of damage here. Do they go for it? Throw on Thrall, so he gets in. Tychus goes down. But there's the resurrect to get him back into the game. Core on 80% and dropping due to the immortal standing there. Imperial loop onto Garrosh. Taiki is falling a second time in this team fight. And now Don our Fedoras go for the core. It should be enough. Yes. That's enough. And it's GG for game number 1. Where Don our Fedoras won in 11 minutes and 10 seconds. 11 minutes 10 seconds is quite impressive. Not the same as last Division 1 game with 7-minute game, but still. 11 minutes, very impressive there from the side of Don Fedoras. Here we go. Fedoras won map number 1, and let's have a short look towards the map screen to see which maps are left open to be played, maybe as the last map of the series. We have left open. As CybeerSportsmans lost this map number 1, they are now allowed to choose between map pick or first pick. Left open are Alterac Pass, Cursed Hollow, Dragonshire, Infernal Shrines, and Volskaya Foundry. Yeah. CybeerSportsmans. Not yet. Don't told us yet what they wanna go. Okay, they wanna go first pick. So Don our Fedoras go with the map pick. This leaves us with first pick, as they did wanted to CybeerSportsmans. And the pick from Don our Fedoras is Volskaya Foundry. If they wanna open the lobby, of I should do it. Then we can take a short look at the maps from both teams. So for Don our Fedoras, played Towers of Doom with Volskaya Foundry 2 times. Battlefield of Eternity, Dragonshine, Thunder Shrines, 2 with Spider Queen, played once by them. They won every single map so far. Lobby. I made one at the same time. It's just there we go. Now we're in the right lobby. Lagarty. Map number 2 was Volskaya Foundry. First pick goes to CybeerSportsmans. I'm sorry that the name is a bit cut off, but it barely fits. Like if there would be one more character in the name, it would probably be too much. We'll have to change it to short form. BCB. I don't know. It will be a bit boring. But anyways, game number 2. Sky Foundry. Go into it, I guess. Okay, they're all ready. We jump into map number 2. One was won by Don or Fedoras. And this time we're gonna do it immediately at the start. 6 minutes time. Explanation mark. Bet A and the number of points you want to bet. If you think Don Avdoras looked pretty good in game number 1. And if you think they're going to win this map as well. Exclamation mark, bet B. If you think CybeerSportsmans looked a bit weak, but they are going to come back into this series. And maybe we'll do a reverse sweep. There we go. Junkrat is the ban from CybeerSportsmans. Second most played hero from Don or Fedoras. It's removed now. Question though still remains, will it be the Ufra as the second ban? That thing, first of all, is the ban from Don or Fedoras. But everyone found. You only have 35 points. CybeerSportsmans second ban will be. What will it be? What will it be? Yeah, it's two for most played hero on the side of Don Fedoras. When I look through the heroes Don Fedoras picked so far, they played Ufra in both, in the solo and the format as the main heal. Or maybe in the format as the melee kinda. And here we go again. A CybeerSportsman pick Chromie as the first pick. None of Fedoras ban Johanna. We've got the same first pick in both maps so far. We're gonna see with what Don Fedoras will answer. Maybe the Oriel. Personally, don't like Oriel that much against Chromie because Chromie is a long range poke. And that's the weakness of Oriel, those long range pokes, if you don't have one yourself. Is this the kidnap combo? Is this the kidnap combo? We don't know yet. It's suddenly Stitches and Medivh, the two first picks. On the side of Don Fedoras. To teleport in or hook onto one target. Eat him. Gorge him. Portal into the own fort. He's gone. I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet what will it be, but Don Fedoras already set this draft up very nicely. But CybeerSportsman answering with ETC Rhaegar. Interesting choices there. Rhaegar definitely one of the here. You can cleanse a target when he gets hooked. That's definitely a thing you can do. True, when you fast enough, you've pre-cleansed it. It's like, oh no, no pull. You also have the Ancestral to heal if needed. Don Fedoras is going for the dangerous Choban. I mean, you can play it on the side of CybeerSportsman, definitely. Specialists have to play it once already this season. Investigation. I mean, next ban coming out from CybeerSportsmans. Oh, they did not play it yet this season. Maybe a secret pick of them. We don't know, but CybeerSportsman decided to pen out the Mob, who is probably one of the best follow-ups onto Stitches with just putting the root there when he hooks someone, so he gets pulled into the root. Now next to picks from Don out of Fedoras. They have the tank and the flex pick so far. So missing solo and heal and taking the DD. It's one of the strongest combos currently in the game with Vala Oriel. So far we see on the side of CybeerSportsman, we see the Chromie with the long range poke, which is very strong against Oriel. It would be interesting what they pair. Hanzo, for example, would be one of the second long range pokes. No. They go for Zul'jin variant. Ooh, okay, interesting. I mean, with the side of Zul'jin, we see someone who wants to go in and just brawl all the time. And Varian has it open if he wants to go Taunt, Smash, or Twin Blade. So far on the side of Dawn of Fedoras, we see mainly Oriel Sun, Medivh, maybe a Poly Bump. Citrus has a Hook and a Gorge, which does not hinder Varian a lot, and Vala may be going for Rain of Vengeance, that's it. And Dawn of Fedoras, the last pick, is the Lyric. Maybe as long as Medivh has his quest not up, they maybe lack a bit of damage. Especially against the high damage we see from CybeerSportsman. But on the other side, if Vala and Oriel played correctly, there should be no way Dawn of CybeerSportsman is able to kill someone. Number 2. Sky Foundry. I'm gonna be happy to say that no one took Kerasim. As we all know, Kerasim was changed in the last patch. And he got thingy, how's it called? He got spell power onto his AL now, and this also gives spell power towards vehicles. And the Protector is one of them. But first of all, let's start on the left side with Dawn of Fedoras. Here we see Arunas on the Medivh playing a bit around. Ruini on the Vala, Bread Bucket on Lyric, Sardonic on Oriel, and Vazimasti playing the Stitches. And to the right side, we see CybeerSportsman with Einscute on Zul'jin. General Cap on ETC, Jockey playing the variant, Joni Terra on Reagan. Last but not least, we've got Spawn on the Chromie. Looking at the wins so far, we see the wins of Celerities and no portals during Raven form, which is pretty interesting. There's the hook. Nope, that's it. Petrock creation from Stitches, so he gets more healing. So Jin going for recklessness. So more spell power and more attack damage when he's low health. Block party from ETC to prevent some of the Vala damage, and also Lyric is having decent auto attacks. Lion's Maw so far from Varian, which a lot of people play Smash with Lion's Maw, which I personally don't understand. I played some Varian myself. If you take the hiking quest on Varian with the 10 and 30, no 45 I think it is, bonus attack damage, then you go for Smash, you get this doubled. Because you get all your basic attack damage and the buffers doubled. Yeah. Red Bucket here delaying a bit the rotation of Jockey. He is missing 1 minion. That's fine though, that's still fine. Miss 1 minion there. Lyric really pulling away the Varian a bit. Well, we see normal rotation coming out from Vala Oriel as they just did their turret camp, and on the other side we saw Agar and Sultan on the Bruiser camp. Stitches meanwhile took the top wave and is now delaying their rotation. They are not getting all XP there. I had a miss 2 as a Stitches taking some damage, but you get the Petra creation with Oriel's heals or even bigger heals. Okay, we see the taunt coming out from Varian, which is pretty interesting because usually I saw. Oh, there's the taunt. It's a nice knockback against CTC, so he cannot follow up onto the taunt. Rooney now on the run. This pole is placed here. So there's no way of him. Because he comes in late with the power slide. He was very nicely delayed by Oriel. Next sound coming in against Medivh. There is the protected, but it's not enough to keep him alive. 2 kills so far for CybeerSportsman, but don't know Fedoras. Meanwhile, with controlling the waves and everything so good, they were able to even be ahead in experience. We saw the 5-man top from CybeerSportsmans. I think with Taunt, I personally really like the parry talent on level 1 for Varian, because then you get your heroic strike back up and then you're even able to deal massive amount of damage yourself. So you don't need to get all the damage as a follow-up. Alliance more, yeah, of course. Deals a bit more damage, and the increased slow duration is really nice for setting up stuff, or even setting up your own yourself. Midpoint now active. Stitch is so far on it. There we see early level 7 in for Dawn of Fedoras, but it's not too much earlier. And we got level 7 here on the other side as well. Baron going in it. There's the taunt onto Vala, but she's able to vault away. General cap on the ETC walking in, taking a lot of damage. There's the Vala damage coming in with Arsenal and Punishment. Though, and they now drop the healing item. The healing item is cleared, so Jin goes down as Vala is there to punish him for being too low health. The portal, but ETC is around to punish someone who tries to go through it. First protector taken, no, going straight towards the top lane, which you usually want to do because you want to take this fountain. If you take down this fountain, your opponent will not have it for the next point, which is up here in the top lane. But you are able to pre-tap and then go in. That is where your opponents are not able to pre-tap and go in or do something along the sides of little skirmish, go out, tap and then go back in. Interestingly, we see from Soljin the Amani Height on level 4 and the Arcanite Access on level 7. I mean, giving up the protector on this map for Soljin is quite nice because, oh, there we see the engage on the Aura taking a lot of damage, Aura going down. But just, again, we have the 5-man up here now from CybeerSportsman. This leaves us with Lyric in the bottom, having a lot of fun with this fountain, taking it down. He's about to take it down. Yeah, there's the fountain. We've got Varian rotating back to the bottom, and he has the fountain, not you. So if we take a look at the experience. Wrong. Bottom, we saw the fight against onto Lyric. They're taking a lot of damage. There's Lane Seal coming in, but it's not enough. Saving. Level 10's in now for Dawn of Fedoras. There's the Gorge, there's the portal, and break out. Find yourself into towers. Vala meanwhile killing Sojin, but Sojin counter killing her. Counter killing Vala. So Gorge, Rain of Vengeance. Late line Seal. Resurrect and Entomb. EDC goes down here as well. That's 3 kills for Dawn of Fedoras. Here we are. When we look here on the experience from both teams, we see that Heroes is 1000 in favor even for CybeerSportsman, but they're 5000 behind in minions, which is very, very hard for them. Even though CybeerSportsmen won most fights except for his last one because their Dawn of Fedoras had level 10 and they did not. So even though we saw so far the fights won by CybeerSportsmen, they are behind in experience just due to the soaking of Dawn of Fedoras in the meantime. Lost those fights. And we've got level 10s now in for CybeerSportsmen. We see the Mosh Pit. We see Warbringer even coming up from the... There's the Eat against ETC. Citrus dropping low, but he's still fine. Getting a heal. There's Central onto ETC to keep him alive. Rotating guillotine as well from Suljin, and now a lot of damage. There's the mosh pit, and goodbye Medivh. Bye to your stacks, trying to cap in the meantime, taking a lot of damage, and there's the resurrection for Medivh. Bit mistimed the guillotine, and there's the hook against Chromie. Goodbye Chromie. 2 for 1 in favor of none of Fedoras, and the one person who died of them got resurrected. Technically lost no hero on the map. But in terms of experience, they lost the hero. Got level 13 even in 4 Dawn of Fedoras. So we now see Gloom on the Vala. Get the spell armor in. So she is not just dying to Chromie. Top 4 in the meantime dropped to minions, and in the bottom we now see Lyric pushing in. Oh, we see Ominous Wrath, so he's going for an E build, for damage reduction build. But here, the fight raging on, taking a lot of damage, getting time loop. He's able to drop the turret before he goes down, but the also these stitches now dropping low, going down 2 for 0 in favor of CybeerSportsmans, as we saw Aura go to the point there for a moment. And Lyric made sure that the bottom 4 dropped. Now even going for the Rhaegar, going hard for him, but oh! There was the Drain Hope over. One more tick and Rhaegar would have been dead. Kind of unlucky for Lyric there. Oh, he goes for Varian. Red bucket on the Lyric, pulling away everyone who faces him down there. Now Varian taking up Mortal Strike, even though he has not done 1 talent for it. Quite interesting, quite interesting. Oh, there's Varian coming in with the from the side. Does not taunt immediately, so he gets knocked back by Aurelin. Now there's the hook. And this will probably be goodbye Varian. Yeah, here we go. ETC with the Gorge behind the wall. We see a fight on the point for B3. There's ETC going in. There's the stun from Aurel. There's also the ley lines here coming in, so they can now focus a bit. The ETC going down, and so does Soul Jin, and Vala is not done. Oh, there's another hook for Rhaegar. There's the stun, but he stays alive. Oh wait. Okay, apparently Lyric just rave walked in here and was like, I'm gonna get you. Killed the Chromie with it. Now he's a bit in trouble. There's a point he's gonna get out of there. Red bucket with the blaze on Lyric. They even opened the sidewall here for him, which is quite nice. And now we've got level 16 in for Dawn, our Fedoras. Over the team fights did not look too far in their favor, but they were able to manage the map the best in the meantime. Getting a lot of soak. And we see thrust shots coming out from Vala. So she's a bigger range and also slows to not be in too much danger of Varian flanking. He's slowed, he does not do too much. Yes, you can charge you still, but he's having a rough time getting into a range then. As soon as she hits 20 with far back. Revan again looking for the flank here. There he goes. There's the taunt. Oh, stuff missed on Ruini, but he still takes a lot of damage. There's the heal from Aurel there. And Jin is the first one to go down. Another heal, and now Chromie dropping low. Chromie, will she stay alive? There's the shield. 8 HP, but no. There is the laser to finish her off. Level 16 also got the fishing hook. Will of Heaven, so 20% attack speed for Vala, which is also quite nice. Attack is about to fall. There's the next taunt. Stun. But no follow up as Suljin and Chromie were dead. Up red bucket going in, slowing. Oh, is the 2 coming out? We have it ready. The mosh pit coming out from ETC, but there's the Rain of Vengeance to interrupt him. Suljin now on the other side of the team fight. Meanwhile, ETC nearly falling here. Damage reduced coming in. Suljin going to fall. Goodbye ETC as well. Leyline on to 3. Varian falling, body blocks against Gregor, but he has to move. No, it's not enough. Only Chromie alive for the side of CybeerSportsman, and she's taking a lot of damage. Will she survive? It seems for now, but what's about the core? Donna Fedoras looking at the core for now, and Vala finishing off Chromie there, and it's probably GG. Core dropping 10%, and it's gone. That's GG. Donna Fedoras. It's day 1, map number 1, and map number 2. Quite a fast wait. Wow. Donna Fedoras, winner of map number 2 as well. Let's see if we get a winner's interview here as well. Here we go. 2-0 for Don our Fedoras. Okay, we sadly don't get a winner's interview. Thank you everybody for watching. Was again a very dominant series from one side. We've got oh no, oops, I started it. Doesn't matter too much. But anyways, thank you everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Make sure you're gonna join Blue, who is casting in French now. Thank you everybody for watching. 30-minute game. It was the second one, by the way. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and hope to see you soon. Bye.